Guys, before this video starts, I have a little sponsor that I'd like to show y'all. So as most of y'all know, I'm going with the black and red theme. This blue Ford logo just looked out of spot. So I looked around because I knew when this came off, there would be two holes here. I wanted something to go there, but not something bright and crazy. So after searching everywhere online, I came across Riley Express on eBay. Guys, I cannot express enough how much customer support means to me. Within moments of placing my order, Riley Express wrote me saying thank you for our business. We're family owned. We're a small American business. They give you instructions on what you should do, and this is what I went with. This is metal. It's great. Now all this will be buffed out, so you won't even be able to tell what that was. It still has the plastic film over it right now. Now guys, this right here, this is very nice metal piece. Riley Express didn't ask per se to be a sponsor for this video, but guys, go check them out. I'll link their store in the description below. Go look at all they have. Family owned, American business. They go above and beyond, and that's hard to find these days. They have a huge array of things, so let's go check them out. Alright guys, I'm out back trying to get away from some of this sound. The wind is blowing like crazy. We had a nice storm come through, brought beautiful weather, but brought some wind. So I'm going to show you my contraption that I made, and then I'll go over the rest of the stuff. But basically, you can go to Walmart, you can get one of these syringes. Now depending on the size you get, the injector will fit right in this sleeve. Mine did not. You can see where I modified it to put the injector in, and it was still too big. It fits perfectly right in here. So what I did, you see the straw, that's for carb cleaner. It goes through here. It fits perfectly. I just put a little pinhole in this side and push the straw through, and now I can put the injectors, put it in there, and now it's snug and tight. So now what I'll do is, I got a 9-volt battery. I'll show y'all what I do there. I hook it to this. I fill this chamber, right? Spray the carb cleaner in there through the chamber there. It'll basically pressurize this, and then you trip the injector and it'll spray out. So that is the process for cleaning these injectors, and I'll show you how it works in just a second. Alright guys, so you take a standard 9-volt battery, and all I did is put the leads for my voltmeter in here, just a cheap Harbor Freight one. The positive goes in very well, the negative is a little loose, but I'm just going to show y'all real quick, see how well I can get this on camera. I'm going to touch these terminals, and you should be able to hear this injector click. Ready? Can y'all hear that? I don't know if y'all can or not, but now we're going to start the process, and I'm going to show you what this looks like. What that does. Y'all see it come out? That's all it takes. Just that little bit of spray through there is all it takes to clean out that injector, because that is straight carb cleaner. So I'm going to go through the rest of the injectors, clean them all out, and that'll be that. And that's that. So, if you can tell, the way that sprays out, they don't just have one little pintle. It's got 4 of them. A lot better flow, a lot better atomization. Now, mind you, that gonna be a lot more pressure behind it with a fuel injection system than there is this little can. And this will be the last one right here. So you need a couple clicks to get it through. Now, see all that stuff's still in there? Now this little chamber, like I said, they give out these at Walmart for free. So all I needed was this and that, and got me a fuel injector cleaner. 9-volt battery also, and like I said, I'll use the leads off of my digital voltmeter. So we're going to go over a few things. First of all, I'm going to post some pictures because I know this camera ain't going to get it that good, but if you look, you can see there's no pintle in the middle. That would be the little, I don't even know how to describe it, little rod or shaft that's in the middle of most injectors. This one has 4. And this is what I've come to know is the fogger head. Okay. Let's see how well I can get that. There we go. See the 4 holes? That's what that's what I know as the fogger head system. The other ones are a pintle style system, which this has a pintle, but it's a different setup, where it's got one hole and basically the hole's here, and the pintle clogs the hole. When it's time to spray, the pintle comes out of the hole, the fuel sprays. This has way better atomization. It's got shorter saturation time. I'll post up all the stuff that I found on this. But the main reason I am doing this is simply for the fact that these are out of a 2011 Crown Vic. So that makes them over 10 years newer than my injectors. These are the new style. They have, this Crown Vic was in the junkyard, had 38,000 miles on it. So these injectors are a hell of a lot more new than the 22-year-old injectors on my car. I'm sorry, 23-year-old. I've been having a little, a little flutter, but it don't come up as a misfire. So I figured I already had these laying around. Why not go ahead and put them on the car and see the difference it makes? Well, then I got to looking, and the reason I didn't put them on is because it's a different style clip. Now, there's 2 different style clips. There's the USCAR. I don't know if you want to say USCAR, 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 USCAR. I don't care. Point is, it's different than the Jetronic ones that are also available. Now, what I did, bear with me for a second, is I ordered this little conversion clip. There's 8 of them. It goes to our standard style clip, and I'm sorry if the phone's kind of buzzy here. I'm kind of in the shade, so it's throwing it off. But you can see that's our injector plug-in versus the new injector plug-in. And a lot of people's commented to say that kind of looks happy to see me. Well, I'm happy to see it too. So basically, I'll clip that on, and now this injector is ready to go in my car using our plug-in. That's all it takes. Now, the EV1 style versus EV6 style, it does not refer to this plug-in. You can get this style plug-in with an EV1 or EV6. EV6 refers to the new housing. EV1 is the shorter, fatter looking one, and it's the factory injectors, which I'll post up a picture and you can see. See, the EV6 has a slimmer housing, and it's also got the pintle change. Now, there are EV6s I've read that have 6 pintle or 6 hole design versus the 4. I have the 4, but like I said, these are laying around, and I just wanted to put them to use and see if that was going to help my car. The advantage of this style, like I've said, is nobody has confirmed, but you're supposed to get better power out of them because of better fuel atomization. But people have reported back gas mileage gains, smoother idle, just smoother power throughout. And like I said, it's all attributed to that head that sprays a finer atomization, a finer mixture where, you know, it burns a lot better, cleaner. Sorry if I'm getting, you know, confused on my words there. I'm just trying to make it as clear as possible. The pencil design, like I said, it sprays a cone style because it's something comes out of a hole and then whatever is in that hole. Think of a garden hose. You ever have a garden hose where it's got the end on it where you squeeze it and that piece either comes out or goes in so the spray can, the water can come out? It's the same way. So just imagine that's in the way. It's creating a cone pattern where this can create, I forget the PSI that these, that our stock system runs at, but it's a hell of a lot more in that can. And you could see some of the spray pattern from that can is a hell of a lot better than just the pencil setup. So I'm going to include all the pictures here and some of the write-ups that I've seen, and we'll go from there as far as putting these all on, putting in the car, and seeing how everything does. Now, real quick guys, these clips I did buy off of eBay. They're only like $8. That was not supposed to happen. Anyway, these clips did come off of eBay. They're $8, maybe $9. But what I am suggesting, recommending, I think it'd be very smart, and I'm going to do it to mine. As remember when I told y'all can hook power to these, and you get the click from the injector that says you got power. Go ahead and make sure there's no fault in these clips. Go ahead and hook this up and make sure you get a click from every injector, because you don't want to put these in the car and then find out that one of these clips are bad. Touch it. Can you hear that click? That means that this plug-in's working. We can go on to the next one. So that's all there is to it. But like I said, you don't want to get done and realize that one of these clips are messed up and you've already got your car apart and half the injectors replaced. And finally, the last one. Let's see. Alright, they're all good. And just that quick, guys, you want to do these two 10 millimeters. Yes, that means you got to find the dreaded 10 millimeter. The other one's back here. And I was able to take this bracket off because it's right above the injectors and won't let you pull the harness up. I'll pull them up, plug them all in. Now, we'll show y'all something that I find very odd. I've never touched the injectors in these cars, and it just so happens to have that style fogger head on it. Notice this is not an EV6 body, so I've never seen this style with that head, and I don't know who done it or whatever, but like I said, these are super old. They're rusted. They've been on the car the 3 years that I've owned it, and ain't no telling how much longer they've been on there since that. And that one right there was completely missing a cap, and you can tell I looked, there's no cap anywhere around. That one's completely missing the cap. So I'm going to move on to the next side and start it up and see how it goes. This side's going to be a little bit more involved, but it shouldn't be that terrible. Alright, after a few minutes of fighting with it, I didn't have to remove my intake manifold. Got them all down. What you want to do is look at them from the side. You shouldn't see any blue from the showing, because that means your gasket is not seated. Mine's seated all the way around. I found it easier on this side to seat the injectors in the rail first, then in the manifold, opposite on this side. Now, like I said, it is weird to me that I've never changed these that I can recall. Maybe I have and just don't remember it. Either way, the minimum, these injectors are friggin' 17, 18 years old. So it is kind of weird that it's got the fogger, but it's still the old style setup, this old body. Now the body is what helps with the saturation and all this stuff, and I'll show y'all all that in a write-up in just a second. But first I'm going to turn the key and see if I have any leaks. Now the injectors are primed because I turned the key. Fuel pump kicked on. I do not see any leaking on this side. Let's go to this side. Anything leaking from the top or anywhere? Nothing. Nope. Alright, let me see if I can start this bad boy up and see how it does. Yeah. Alright guys, running smooth, idling smooth. Next thing I gotta change is these 22-year-old coil packs, and I know these are original because I bought some to replace it and they failed within a week, and the money didn't want, or the people didn't want to refund my money, but you know, that's alright. Make sure you get everything plugged up. I still gotta put that bracket on and take it around the block, enjoy it. Like I said, when you take these out, make sure you have a gasket on both sides. If not, when you go to put them in there, you'll double gasket it, it won't seat right. Like I said, this one was missing a cap completely. I don't know what happened, where it is. It went down in the hole. I used a pick. I looked down in there. Nothing was down in there, so I don't know where that went to or what the story is with that. But from this moment here, I can see. Seems like it's idling a little bit smooth. I don't know who that is. Anyway, seems like it's idling a little bit smoother. So need to touch up some stuff. The paint's a little bad, but still making progress.
I won't turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with the 16 bars. I won't turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with the 16 bars. I won't turn around, I won't turn around. No matter how far I go, I'll never